Hello and welcome to Louisa Muscatine's 2020 graduating ceremony. I'm honored to speak here today. It's been my dream since freshman year to be up at this podium. That's my basement. Okay. So I'm just gonna proceed like I was at graduation anyways. Love your shoes, Chase. Mark, your hair looks great. I'm gonna miss all of you guys. First off, I would like to thank everyone for allowing me the privilege to speak here today on behalf of the most memorable class of Louisa Muscatine history, for it has been my dream since freshman year. Only you crazy people would elect the only person who couldn't attend graduation to speak at it. Due to unfortunate circumstances, I could not make it today. If you're watching this, I have passed on to the military, where I'll be back in August. So yeah, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Secondly, I would like to congratulate and acknowledge my pride for this class. I'm extremely proud of each and every one of you for making it to today. Some might say that graduating high school is not a big accomplishment, but I will die on that hill for this class. We have made it to today under extremely weird circumstances, and I'm proud. We absolutely would have not have made it here without the support of our faculty, our peers, and most importantly, our families. From Mr. Knoll's patience in teaching sex ed to a bunch of rowdy teenagers, to Miss P giving us the sweetest send-off into adulthood, we owe so much of our success to the teaching staff and administration here at L&M. In a lot of ways, our teachers are some of our first heroes. Louisa Muscatine will always be a home base due to the welcoming culture of each and every person employed here. We, of course, couldn't have made it here without our peers either. I know each and every one of us has looked to each other one time or another for guidance in every aspect of elementary and high school. I can recall many times each one of us has lended a helping hand to one another, and I truly think our class is unmatched in the aspect of community. A special thing about L&M is its proximity, and I mean this literally and figuratively. Literally, we moved from one building to the next, right next door. Figuratively, because no matter what grade you joined our team, whether it be the very start in pre-K or all the way at the beginning of our senior year, we are the most welcoming, and I truly hope that has been that experience for each and every one of you. Now, when I say team, I don't mean that loosely. A team is a strong, fighting force. No matter what comes our way, we have each other's back, win or lose. We have a great time. The class of 2020 will forever be remembered for what it has been impacted by. We are born in the wake of 9/11, and now we face the emotional and economical grievances of a global pandemic. Every graduating class of 2020 in the United States will be remembered for these. We are certainly one for the books. Not to mention our individual academic, personal, emotional, and other hurdles that we've had to overcome on our own. But Louisa Muscatine's class of 2020 is so much more than what we've been externally impacted by. We are the ones who made change. We are the ones for the first time in Louisa Muscatine history to go to state bowling 4 years in a row and take home gold. We are also the ones who went to state 2 years in a row for softball and took home hardware each time. We are the revolutionary class that has changed student sections and student council forever. The ones who made assemblies just a tad bit more exciting. We are the ones who try new things. We went through so many coaches and staff changes, and we excelled each and every one of those differences. Because of the class of 2020 pushes through. We are incredibly close-knit, and I've loved getting to know each and every one of you and thrive with you. Time and time again, I see us, the leaders of the school, encourage the classes below us to be better and challenge ourselves in the same way. See, we can acknowledge the class of 2020 as those who had everything stripped away from us, and you wouldn't be wrong. But I challenge you to think about Louisa Muscatine, class of 2020, to be the ones who were revolutionary, who changed the school's history, not just went through a global pandemic like everybody else. I have two anecdotes to share today, and both of them were lived in Mr. Gens's classroom. Sophomore year, Mr. Gens showed us a video that changed the course of my life. Eric Thomas's video encouraged us that if you want to be successful, you have to desire, you have to crave, you have to need success more than you want a breath underwater. He tells us to imagine what it's like when you're underwater and all you're thinking about is fresh air when you come back up. Louisa Muscatine class of 2020, I challenge you to want your success more than you want to breathe, more than you want to sleep, and more than you want anything else in the world. Because pain is temporary, and if you quit, that pain will last forever. The second antidote is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Gens. He says to live in the glory days right now. The rest of your life, you'll look on these moments as some of the best times in your life. Now, I challenge you to think about those moments right now. Think about what you were worried about in the moment, what responsibilities you had hovering over your head, because you can't, because you're enjoying yourself that day. You lived every moment, and I challenge you to live every day in the moment. So every day is back in the day. I challenge you to set goals right now. Stop waiting. If you seriously want something, you need to go out and get it today. Stop waiting for the right moment. Today is the start of the rest of your life. Don't wait for Monday. Do it now. The class of 2020 will be remembered for our drive, our resilience, our willpower, and our optimism. Our drive, because no other football team could go through as many coaches as we've had and continue to thrive and form a brotherly bond amongst each other. Our resilience, for no other class has changed to online schooling and missed out on spring sports, concerts, and festivities as we've had. Our willpower, because no matter how privileged our generation is, soon we will all be moving out of our parents' houses and thrown out into the world. And finally, our optimism, because the toilet paper roll is always half full, not half empty. Class of 2020, we've done a lot of crazy, laughable, and stupid things. As many fights as we've had amongst ourselves, aka me and Max in kindergarten, but we won't talk about that, we've had triple the laughs and good times. I wanted to let each and every one of you grads know that I'm here for you. Now, I'm only 18 and I couldn't even make it to my own graduation, so I wouldn't ask me for advice. When you're in doubt, look to your parents and guardians, for they have been with you from the start and truly know you like no other. We have so many people to thank for getting us this far, and we especially need to be grateful for them. So, class of 2020, remember your roots. The Louisa Muscatine will forever be our first home. I love you all, best wishes, and thank you for a great 12 years.